Hi, welcome to John's Tarot. I'm going to have an abbreviated session this week because I have some hospital education to do tomorrow and I won't be able to do my regular show. So today I thought I would do a brief show and try to set people's tensions at ease. I'll explain. Also, I want to talk about if you want to be interviewed on John's Tarot, please let me know. Send me a little note, and we'll get you on there. We'll set up an interview. I have this program called StreamYard. It's easy to do. I just send you a link, and we do the interview. So if you'd like to be interviewed on John's Tarot, supernatural, UFOs, paranormal, new age, anything like that, please let me know, and I'll be glad to interview you. So for today, as I looked at the news this morning, there is so much volatility in the markets because there's so much volatility in our government. Now, I can't do anything about any of that. What I promised to do was to show us a way how to survive these volatile times, these challenging times. And no matter what you believe politically, you are still in a challenging time. So I'm not going to point any fingers at anybody, but let's take a look at what I mean by challenging times. We're going to take a look at what's on the news for right now. So here I am. I'm on the MSNBC. Trump walks back tariffs on a wide range of goods from Mexico and Canada for a month. That's one story. Recently hired CIA officers are getting fired as blanket cuts hit the spy agency. So he's cutting back on the CIA. I'm sure Mr. Putin is happy about that. And then what else we got going on? ICE raids will now target migrant families who enter the U.S. with their children. All right, let's take a look at CNN. What's CNN talking about? CNN says Trump delays some tariffs on Mexico and Canada until April. Well, that would be good. U.S. stocks slide as chaos over Trump's tariffs intensifies. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about, the volatility of the markets. The stock market is in free fall. Farmers are suffering. Fact check. Trump wildly exaggerates trade deficits with Canada, Mexico, and China, and the EU. Jack Daniel's parent company says Canada is pulling booze off the shelves is even worse than tariffs. So, Americans are suffering. American companies are suffering. My jaw is dropped. Canadian official interview stuns Annapur. And we're going to get decapitalized very quickly. Distributor voices concerns over tariffs. I read an article this morning on housing, how housing costs are going to go up because we import, it's already up 14%, and you put a 25% tariff on imported lumber from Canada. That is going to make our housing costs go up. So things are really challenging. But let's stop in with Fox News really quick and see what Fox News is focusing on today. Dems who derail lawmakers' censure by breaking out into a song could face consequences. So anybody who went against Trump could face consequences. Nice. Trump-Trudeau conversation about tariffs reportedly grew heated. Oh, that's. I feel good about that. Data gurus stunned by shocking poll showing public support for Dodge cuts. I wonder what that guy's going to say. Newsom crosses party lines with big admission about issues driving huge wedge in America. Andrew Tate reveals where he plans to live amid hee-haw with Florida leaders. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that we are really in a period of volatility, and people are scared, and people don't know which way to turn. And I thought I would offer some words of comfort to that. I did a little I Ching reading this morning. I do I Ching every morning, and it gave me a reading which I thought was particularly helpful for the current circumstances. This was number 36, Ming, Darkening of the Light. Darkness reigns in the external world now. Disengage from negative feelings and maintain your inner light. This is a time when darkness and inferior energies surround you. The image is that of sun completely swallowed by the earth. The only light left is that inside your own heart, and you are counseled to return to it. Maintain it and quietly nourish yourself with it. It is in the dark moments that a correct attitude is most important. And that's why, at the dark moments, if we fight against the darkness, we are swallowed by it and suffer great misfortune. If we react to the lack of physical progress with despair and negativity, we extinguish our own inner light and block the aid of the creative. If we try to persuade others that they must return to the light, we exhaust ourselves in vain now. In a time such as this, it is wise to adopt a stance of outer disengagement and inner perseverance. Do not focus on or interact with the negative influences around you. This only strengthens their grip on you. Step aside, yield, let go. Allow people and events to pass without attachment. Direct your attention inside to your inner light, to your devotion to what is right, your conversation with the higher power. Progress may be slow, but there will indeed be progress. Remember that much of the work of the higher power is hidden from us, and that we enable and assist it by remaining detached, accepting, and reserved in the face of negative influences. And I really felt like we have a lot of negative influences. I'm going to do a quick reading. My ability to read tarot is a gift, an expression of divine love. It's going to be a real quick reading. 7 cards. How do we survive? How do we get through this? How do we get through this tense time, this time of great adversity in our economics, in our government, in our society? How do we get through this tense time, this time of volatility? And let me cut the deck. And this is the deck I had blessed at the Oracle of Delphi in Greece. And my first card, which will be the past, what's it say? The Knight of Cups. So in the past, we're right where we wanted to be. We were really happy with the situation. We were really happy with the way things were going. That's in the past. And we were right where we wanted to be. The economy was improving. The stock market was improving. The supply chain had stabilized. We were right where we wanted to be. The present. And I'm just pulling the cards off. And that is the 9 of Swords. In the present, we have a lot of anxiety. And these are just how the cards are coming up. It always surprises me. We have a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, and that we're scared about our future. We're scared about our finances. We're scared about our retirement funds. The American population has a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety right now. That's probably why you tuned into this. And lots of times, this fear, this anxiety is just an internal thing. It's not going to have a whole lot of effect in the external world, but internally, it can get you upset, and we need to detach from that fear. My next card, Hidden Influences. What is helping us? Go ahead, Justice. The Justice card. So, I don't think justice has to do with karma. You know, times are difficult right now, and things are kind of looking tough right now, and things are going in the wrong direction right now, but it's going to change. It's not always going to remain that way. The good will prevail, the truth will prevail, and the situation will balance out. I don't know when. Maybe not for 4 years. Maybe we need to really buckle down and prepare ourselves for a long 4 years. And it's kind of looking that way. I didn't do it on the timing, just how to get us through this current tension, this current period of volatility. But things will straighten themselves out. Things happen in cycles. There's some karma being created by this current administration. And karma, nobody escapes karma. And I've always been surprised by these current guys that are in there right now, how they escape karma, but they cannot. And things will balance themselves out. Obstacles. What is a major obstacle for us right now? I have the 6 of Pentacles. And that is, obstacle is that finding that balance, finding that that we're being taken care of, that security that the work we do is going to be repaid in kind, that we're going to be being treated fairly. That's a big one on this card. Being treated fairly. Are we being? That seems to be an obstacle with our current administration. Is the American people being treated fairly? Certainly, the 1% of the billionaires will be treated fairly, but are the people at the bottom being treated fairly? And that is an obstacle. It doesn't look like it. We have mass layoffs happening. We have inflation going up. Now, inflation doesn't affect the first 1%, but it affects me at my level. So that is an obstacle. Are people being treated fairly? Are we bring with the prosperity of the country? Are we being brought along? I know there were some big promises on the speech I heard the other night, but it's in the reality, this doesn't seem to be matching up with what I heard. And the environment, what other people think? The Magician. So what other people think, the environment, we have everything we need in order to be successful in this society, in this country. We have all the tools we need, and everybody in Europe knows it. Everybody in South America knows it. Everybody in China knows it. We have everything we need in order to pull. That's what they think. That's what the world thinks. We have everything we need in order to pull us together. What we need is the willpower and the political willpower to pull us together and make it work. We do have everything we need. We're not going to starve, but it doesn't look like we're going to have a lot of financial security. And that's what has everybody concerned. Course of action. This one here is what is that? That is the 9 of Wands. That is the veteran. So we've gone through stressful times before. We just came out of a pandemic that was life-threatening. We know how to get through difficult times. We know how to tighten our belts. We know how to get through challenging and difficult times. This is important to us, and this is important to our children, that we draw forth these skills that we learned during the pandemic on how to survive difficult times. And then my final card has to do with the final outcome, the Page of Pentacles. So, Page of Pentacles has to do with learning new skills, mastering skills. This might be a time why the economy is taking a dip to improve your current skills. Let's say education in your current field, or taking on a new course of education, and to take this real seriously. It's not unusual for people in this day and age to do 2 or 3 careers in a lifetime. This might be a time to think about taking off into a new career and getting the education and signing up for the education you need in order to prosper in our challenging environment. Or if you're in an established career, how could you add to it? How could you improve it? And that the lessons you're learning, you need to really pay attention, because these are going to be important as we move forward. I'm not going to do runes on today. I just wanted to do a short reading for today. I hope you found it helpful, and that I will be back next Friday, not tomorrow, but Friday. That date will be the 13th, and I'll do a full show. I have an interview ready to go. And like I said, if you would like to be interviewed on John's Tarot, please let me know. Let John know, and I'll be happy to. See, I have one viewer out here because I'm live on Twitch. If you would like a free reading, let me know, and I'll do a free reading right now that I'm here. And in the meantime, I want you to be careful, be cool, be kind, and remember, have faith, find courage. And I'll see you all next week. Thanks for viewing. Bye-bye.